we made it to the inside here, and as I walk in, I see that we got these bunches of grapes on this arbor. Just the question, are these the same red flame grapevine? What is that, 30 feet over there, 25, 30 feet over there?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
It's all the same vine. It's all the way over here producing grapes. I don't think you can get much better than this, Alex, having a grape that produces multiple seasons.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm going to do just a quick scan while we're talking here, because shoot, you got sunflower seeds that are 8, 9 feet tall there. Yeah. And a little tiny apple tree that looks like it shouldn't even bear, and it's got a dozen apples on it. Got a peach tree over there, and that thing's loaded. It's like hanging heavy.
And we've pulled probably 2/3 of them off.
No.
So yeah,
you still got that many.
Yeah, we've been culling it through the season. Actually, a week ago.
Well, let's walk over.
Yeah, a week ago we went through and we culled a ton off because all the branches were just on the ground. And so as you can see, these are just about ready to pull. They are. Oh yeah, some of these look like they're still hard, but boy, do they got a lot of color. Yeah, they're right there. And we kind of started putting this kind of stuff in the trees just to try to keep the birds out.
Oh, were the birds starting to get in, or
last
you just
year
knew
they pretty much got the whole tree?
They decimated the tree.
So this year we're like, let's try something. So, and actually it seems to be working pretty good.
All right, let's check this out. I'm looking at this where you got the cherry tree, and not our walk, but it really demonstrates what you were saying earlier. Yeah, under the cherry tree, and then the strawberries inside of that.
Yeah, so this is very similar to clover. This is a dichondra. And so as you can see, we just have 4 sprinkler heads. I'm not really into grass or anything like that. It's really cool. So
looks like some seedling marigold in there too.
Yep, yeah, our marigolds are going crazy. And so we kind of let it go a little wild. And what we typically have been doing in this area of the garden is we've been building these big rings out of rock. That's just we find in our yard. Plenty of rock around here, so use what you got. And so we just make these rings, and they're pretty decent sized. And then we typically will put something in the ring. So this is just a bunch of strawberries.
Did you get a bunch of strawberries this year?
We've gotten quite a few. And it's interesting. The strawberries, they kind of get real lush and they'll die back a little bit. Get real lush, die back a little bit.
When it gets this hot too, they kind of start dying back. Last week we were over 100 degrees for a couple days.
It was pretty warm. Yeah. So we're right in the middle of the summer. So this is again kind of the same idea where we built a big kind of rock garden bed. And as you can see, none of them are perfectly shaped. They're kind of just shaped around the area that they're going in, so we try to leave a good size walkway.
More random, natural looking.
Kind of more random, natural looking.
Because to me, they look awesome. They look like you planned it.
Absolutely. And what we did plan was like, well, we need at least this much walking room.
Right. So you planned the walkways. Walk up there, Alex, in front of those sunflowers.
So I'm like 5'10", 5'11" on a good day.
And those are 30 plus, maybe 3 feet. Yeah, so they're close to 9 foot, 8.5 foot tall.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got going here?
So these are all onions, and so these are actually ready to harvest today.
Today, you're going to harvest them today.
So we're going to be harvesting these today.
How many onions do you think you got in here?
Oh man, probably between 100 and 200 onions.
Yeah, wow.
And
some of these look like they're big old bulbs too.
Yeah, we could pull one real quick.
What kind of onions are they?
These are sweet onions.
They're rooted in there pretty good, aren't they? Oh, look at that. What a beautiful onion. And you got a couple hundred of them.
Yeah, we got a couple hundred of these.
Oh, goodness.
So
yeah, it's like a baseball.
Yeah, we'll be sending you home with a few of these, rather. Right here, there was a bunch of garlic and then a few other spots, but Vonda already harvested those. There's definitely certain crops that are worth investing in your garden, and we're kind of learning that along the way. It's like garlic and onions in the desert are great because they're expensive to buy, and you could really produce a lot of them in the desert in a small amount of area.
Yes. I didn't mean to come out here a little bit. This is beautiful, but I see a tree here that doesn't look quite as good. So
yeah,
in the desert, not everything's perfect, right?
Not everything's perfect. So this actually was planted over here. This one kind of never did super great. This is a donut peach or a Saturn peach. But it's just one of those trees. As you can see, we've had a lot of success with some of our trees. Other trees, not so much. And that might just be a climate thing, maybe
could
the
be.
soil. Okay.
And so you get a dwarfed tree, you've basically got a rootstock that won't produce, it won't grow as vigorously, it's just not as good of a rootstock, although it's desirable because then you can keep a tree small somewhere.
Okay.
But, you know, it's just not as vigorous. Its genetic structure is a little bit less strong.
Okay.
So that's the way it's been explained to me anyway.
And that might be exactly what's going on with this one. And that's a fun thing with gardening is if something isn't working, it's okay to pull the tree and try something different.
Yeah, that's it. You can't be too hesitant, right? Sometimes you got to make a move.
Because it's like, man, you know, you only have so much garden space. You want these trees to grow and get big. And if something's not working, you know, 5 years from now, more than likely, it's probably not going to be working then either.
I love the pots too. Got the desert colors here. It's very cool. It's just part of it. You got the orange and the green, the turquoise. Just the variety you have out here. It just fits together so well.
We love it. We love a little bit of the hodgepodge look, metal work and the rock work, and just kind of very flowy. We don't have a square yard, so
no.
We kind of just built off of what we had, and everything makes sense as you go, and you know.
I think it's like a park to me. You're walking through the park and you can stop under a shade tree or.
Absolutely.
Let's keep going here because talking about stopping, you stop under a fig tree here, and oh, by the way, let's eat some figs, huh?
Yeah. So this is our brown turkey fig, and this is such a cool fig tree.
I don't know if I can back up far enough. There we go.
Yeah. This thing will produce thousands of figs this year.
Thousands and all year, right? It doesn't stop. It doesn't like have a month season.
No, like we just harvested our first one off of this like this week.
Okay.
And so it'll produce from now all the way literally until it freezes.
Right,
So
which is sometimes last year was November 1st of December.
Absolutely. So we were literally getting figs until December.
So 5-6 months of just solid production.
Yep.
And in the heart of it, you're picking 2 dozen figs a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
All year.
All year.
Oh my word.
So
it
gets to a point where you don't know what to do with all the figs.
Yeah,
and
you
so
figged out.
Yeah, you get figged
What did we
out.
take? 3 air layers off of this last year?
We did, and this year we're probably going to do 10.
Yeah, you could do a bunch of them. I'm gonna back up here because you got your bee water down here. I want to check it out real quick. Let's see if I can zoom in. I won't get stung here, but get the bees buzzing.
Yep. So
That's
we have
awesome.
pretty friendly bees. We've never had an issue with them, and they're in the garden pretty heavy. So
That's good. It helps the pollination.
it does.
Yeah.
It absolutely does. And so this is the other side of the chicken coop. So now we're on the inside from where we were earlier.
Of these Concord grapes.
These are the Concord grapes.
Yeah.
And then here we have some nasturtiums, which are like an edible flower.
Yep. These grow super well in Southern Oregon.